Now, some of London's best restaurants have called on diners to smoke their electronic cigarettes outside. Do you not think that people look absolutely ridiculous with these stupid contraptions? Anyway, these devices from which users exhale a nicotine vapour aren't covered by the 2007 ban on cigarette and cigar smoking in public places. LBC's Lorraine Horgan has more.
Some top London restaurateurs have said they've had enough of diners puffing on electronic cigarettes, and it's time for them to take their vaping outside. Simon Mullins is co-founder of the Salt Yard Restaurant Group. He's a smoker, but he thinks if cigarette smokers have to deal with going outside to smoke, so should e-smokers.
Customers don't expect to see smoking indoors, and so whilst e-smokers might be in the minority, I would be more concerned about alienating the majority by allowing them to smoke indoors rather than telling those that like to smoke e-cigarettes to take it outside like all the other cigarette smokers.
Angela Harbert is campaigns manager with Forest, freedom organisation for the right to enjoy smoking tobacco. She's strangely understanding when it comes to taking e-cigarettes outdoors.
I think that restaurateurs have the right to make their own policies for each restaurant as they see fit. Some restaurants, for example, insist on wearing a tie. Other restaurants ban or at least discourage small children. I put it in the same category as that. It's up to each individual restaurateur to make his own decision.
She does think that restaurant owners are set to lose out, though.
I think the decision by restaurateurs is wrong-headed. This is a growing consumer revolution. There are some 1.5 million e-cigarette users in the country today, and it's growing by the day, and they're missing out on an opportunity.
So what do Londoners think about the prospect of no more e-cigarette smoking in restaurants?
You should go outside because at the end of the day it's a hygienic thing, and you're eating food and preparing food.
No, I think it's okay. It's not harmful smoke. It's not nice for them to go outside. I'm not a smoker, but
you've got kids, families, and it's just not a nice thing. Unless when you've got smoking areas for people to do it outside in their own time.
I used to be a smoker, and it just puts me off having someone sit next to me and smoke coming out of their mouth whilst I'm eating.
For restaurant owner Simon Mullins, it's quite simple. It's about respect for other diners.
If people really want to smoke, then they can do so at home. If they're out in a public space, then they have to also respect other members of the public. And by allowing people to e-smoke and then potentially annoy their fellow members of the public, I think that's wrong.
So with no ban in place, it sounds for now like it's going to be down to restaurant owners' discretion. So if you were asked to stop smoking your e-cigarette, would you?
I wouldn't start it in the first place. That was Lorraine Horgan, LBC's reporter. I'm being got at on Twitter for saying that e-cigarettes exhale a nicotine vapour. Apparently it's not a nicotine vapour, but I think on some of them they are. So I think I'm going to say I'm 50% right on that, because I never like to admit that I'm wrong, as you well know. Now, coming up...